Hello everyone, we are going to be talking about Disneyland and measles, the outbreak of 2014. And I'm going to be telling you about the communication issue, and my name is Carrie Young. So let's begin. First we're going to talk about the exposure period, which was figured out to be December 17th to December 20th. Visitors decided they were going to go there from all over the world and brought measles with them. And the first cases the rash decided to show up around the 27th of December for the first cases that were figured out. So they figured out Disneyland was the best place for measles to spread because it's a virus and it's spread through the air, and there's a lot of people from all over the world that travel to strange destinations and such. So that's where theme park, lots of different people. So the first case was reported on January 5th from California, with 4 more suspected cases also in California, 2 in Utah. So by January 7th, there was a total of 7 confirmed cases. And this graph shows the different dates of the rash onset, and it actually shows the onset starting around the 27th. With the most cases showing up with 8 on around January 2nd. And the states involved as of February 6th was Washington, Oregon, California, Arizona, Utah, Colorado, and Nebraska. It's surprising Idaho and Nevada dodged the bullet on this one. The most cases, 99 in California, as you can see, 20 plus on the graph for the darkest color of red. So, and then also the outbreak was considered over on April 17th after 2 incubation periods, and 1 incubation period was 21 days. And there was no more new cases reported, so they decided they were good and it was over. So, all in all, when everything was done, 147 cases were reported. 113 were from California. 5 employees got sick, and they actually probably most likely helped spread the virus to the different visitors. The adults who received measles could have come in contact with them because their vaccines, they decided to delay them, or they actually didn't work, or they were overseas travelers. And children who contracted it, who did not get vaccinated, were either under a year or they had true medical complications like cancer or something like that. So Disney handled the crisis through denial. The park was not responsible for getting the visitors sick, and they're not responsible for the outbreak. And they shifted the blame by saying someone else got the other people sick. And Disney was afraid for the happiest place on earth image because people were getting sick there. And to me, what they did right was they used the different state agencies to translate positive and correct information to the public. And then one of their Disney spokeswomen was quoted saying they're always in contact with them, and they wanted to ensure factual and actual information went both ways from the health department and from Disney, and there was no misinformation. And I also found out that Disney didn't want to downplay the seriousness of the outbreak. They were, we understand what's going on and it's not our fault. The improvements that could have been made or still can be made from this, educate the public. Tell people the needed reasons for vaccines. If you have major employers, turn in some sort of vaccination pre-employment check. So if you have vaccinations, you're good. And some news entities were trying to say that Disney was trying to get the government, like the health department of California, to only say certain things or say this or say that through emails and phone calls, and I never found any information to show that. I read quoted emails from Disney to the health department and such, and it was saying, please will you say it's safe to visit the park if you're vaccinated, or just make sure that you're safe to come to this park. So and then the response to the public, the California health officials said Disney did nothing wrong, and then they were also getting vaccination checks for current employees that were in contact with 5 cast members that got sick. The outcome to me that I found was increased vaccination awareness through the public schools. Orange County sent out letters letting know parents that they may not be able to come to school if they weren't vaccinated. Local, keep your kids away from large places with large kids. And then for real life, the Oregon Senate Bill 895, just saying they need to redo their non-medical exemptions for vaccinations, and my references. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful day.